And we should be live. Hi, everyone. I hope you can see and hear me clearly. Please do let me know in the comments below. Thank you for being patient today. I just had to check some tech last minute because I'm traveling at the moment, so it's not my usual setup during the webinars and teaching. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Maybe some of you are still on holiday after Easter, celebrating Easter. For those of you who do celebrate, happy holidays. And thank you for tuning into today's webinar. Today, we're going to be talking and exploring self-paced courses and how to create one to level up your independent teaching business. I see we already have a few viewers, so please do say hello in the comments and let me know if you can see and hear me clearly. Thank you in advance. If you do want your name to show up during the webinar, please allow Wave Video access to your Facebook profile. Or if you're tuning in through YouTube, then you're good to go. I will be able to see your comments and your name. Hi, Mel. Welcome. Awesome. Mel says, hi, Ivy. It's Mel. I can hear and see you. Thank you so much, Mel. It means a lot. Also, while saying hello, let me know in the comments if you do have any experience creating self-paced courses or any kind of, passive income material or offer for your students or your clients. That would be interesting. And for those of you who don't know me, let me just give you a short intro. Again, I'm Ivy, and please do say hello in the comments. I am a special educator, and I started teaching ESL online in 2016. I first taught with Japanese and Vietnamese companies teaching adults, but in time I kind of found my own niche teaching Chinese children online, age 4 to 12. And since 2021, after the Chinese market crashed, I started teaching online independently. I also teach with Nova Kids still, and that's how I invest in my own passion project or business, which is SuperTeacher, which I'm a founder of. And it will be interesting to explore one of the features SuperTeacher has to kind of expand and scale up our independent teaching business, which is creating self-paced courses as well. But of course, you can pick a platform of your choice. And these principles and things we're going to be talking about and learning about are going to be applicable no matter the platform you decide to go with, of course. Let's see if we have any more comments. Sorry, that was my bed. As you can see, I'm visiting. So yeah, things are a little bit out of place. Okay, without a further ado, let's go straight into it. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to see our Facebook comments, so let me just check our group. As Facebook recently stopped, allowing live streams within Facebook. So for teachers who do not, okay, here is the link. For those of us who don't, sorry for this double sound, for the echo. But for those of you tuning in through Facebook, I'm going to make sure to check from time to time to see what's going on and if everything looks okay. Oh, hi, Katie. Katie's here too. Super excited for this training. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hi, Nokupila. Welcome. I'm so excited to see your name as well. I saw you in SuperTeacher group as well. You say, hi, I'm Noku, and I have been teaching English online since 2020. Awesome. So you do have experience teaching online. How about offering something that would allow for some passive income? Do let us know in the comments. Okay, so let's start by looking into what we can actually sell as for passive income. So today we are going to focus on, of course, on selling and creating a self-paced course. But other than that, we as teachers, especially teaching online independently, we can create ebooks to offer to our clients who can be both students and other teachers, right? Sometimes we're just creators for teachers. Then we can create printable resources such as worksheets, study guides, and planners. We can, of course, create digital courses. And self-paced courses are just one way of going about this. We, other than that, we can offer live courses, digital courses, and hybrid models, meaning like self-paced learning material with one-on-one or group sessions included within the course, which is something you might think about. This is especially good for teachers who do have a lot of clients and they struggle managing other clients they have attracted, and like not knowing what to do with them other outside of teaching one-on-one. Maybe you need to explore new strategies to kind of hold these clients and to offer something such as group classes or maybe hybrid self-paced courses as well. We can also offer memberships, which means if you are have been teaching for some time now, like Nokus just said, that means you do have some kind of teaching resources. Probably you probably have some worksheets or tons of worksheets, and like material you created for your own students. You could definitely put those together in a kind of a course form and offer it as a self-paced, I mean, a resource library to your students. And in that case, you can offer a subscription membership and offer your resources for after class learning, right? You can also offer digital downloads such as lesson plans, guides, posters, and these would be mainly, targeting maybe fellow teachers and just, sharing your teaching resources with them or us. And you can offer ready-made classes, meaning you can record yourself teaching if you do find a market for that or if you do find the audience. Um, I have seen some teachers on SuperTeacher platform doing that, and they're doing very well. Some of them are even charging the same prices as I would charge for a live class, but they just keep reselling what they have created once. Is any of have you ever tried to actually create any of these? Let me know in the comments. Let me check just briefly. Oh, hi Angie. Angie's here as well. Thank you for tuning in. Awesome. Cool. I'm so excited. Okay, so today we are going to focus on self-paced courses, and just a little reminder, why think about self-paced courses at all, because they allow for, passive income. As mentioned before, we can make some money in our sleep. We can resell it endlessly. There is no limit into how many clients we can reach. It's all about marketing when it comes to self-paced courses, right? We can reach students in incompatible time zones. If that's a struggle, like if you do reach out an audience that you cannot accommodate because of your time zone, that's the way to go about it. It would work really well. We can use them as a lead magnet to offer something for free and then upsell on top of that self-paced course. Um, and they can add value to our class offer in a form of a resource library or an additional service we can provide our regular students with. There are like common phases in creating a good self-paced course we cannot, not take into account when setting ourselves for creating a self-paced course. And that's planning for it, preparation, meaning creating all the material and structure, and execution, right? But before that, there are some prerequisites for creating a successful self-paced course. And here I was thinking like us as independent teachers, most of us, or maybe not, maybe that's not a rule, but I feel like most of us know who we teach already. If not, you need to think about your niche before that, like, and to think about where your expertise lies. Being an online independent teacher, especially if you're in ESL industry, means that you can follow a curriculum, you can deliver like the core curriculum kind of concept of classes, and that's good enough for teaching online, right? But when it comes to a self-paced course, you really need to look into yourself and find the value you can add to that regular offer you have already. Like if you are skilled in using digital tools such as maybe Canva, Genially, and other kind of web-based tools, PowerPoint, and or anything like that, you can put that into practice and use it very well into creating a good high quality self-paced course, right? If you are into music or science or any other field outside of ESL, think about that and think about creating a self-paced course around that topic. But for today, I'm going to assume that we all know what's our expertise and what we recognize that could be our selling point, when it comes to our future self-paced course. I'm also going to assume that we have identified our target audience. If you haven't, just think about it for a moment. Like, approach today's webinar as a workshop where you can just let yourself pick those things just for the sake of the practice, and so you can go through the whole process, because by the end of the webinar we should have created a sample kind of little course that's going to be based on the expertise, your target audience, learning objectives we set for them, market research, meaning like what we recognize as a need for maybe our current students or learning from them, or we anticipate going forward. And then we're going to look into, so it's mandatory to create a course outline and structure, and then get into the content creation, right? What tools we can use. And I'm going to do my best for it not to be overwhelming. Like, I'm just going to give you some top recommendations and tips I've learned from other teachers as well, and myself. I create like SuperTeacher trainings and student guides and everything. So basically, I do use all this software to create those mini courses. Let's see if we have any other comments at the moment. Okay, we're good. So far, so good. Also, to create a self-paced course that's going to appeal to your audience, think about the interactivity you need to kind of incorporate. If you're going to be creating a self-paced course for kids, then the level of interactivity should be, of course, the highest possible, right? Incorporate gamification, um, a way for students to reach out maybe to you, or to leave feedback, or to interact with the material, to assess their progress, anything that's going to make them not just be passive listeners, but interact with the content itself, right? Make sure to use a user-friendly learning platform, and this same goes for the target, when it's comparable to the target audience. If you are working with adults, of course, maybe Zoom will be good enough to just create a plain video, or not add any special effects or something like that, where you can just it's free, you can record yourself. But if your target audience is children or young learners, then think about incorporating, other kind of elements in your videos, such as interactivity and, the visual of it also. We also need to think about our effective marketing strategy. These are just this is like a skeleton of a good, successful safe paper course. So something we need to have in mind at any point. And this is all like prerequisite, like something we have to take care of, make choices about, and then go into the creation itself. Have clear pricing and value proposition, and make sure you have a way. We have to make sure to have a way for our customers, our students, to engage, to reach out to us, and to interact, right? And to provide them support. Of course, incorporate feedback to make our future self-paced course even better, right? When it comes to creating the self-paced course, so imagine you have, or if you already know what your self-paced course is going to be about, begin from that. So the first thing, let's see, maybe share in the comments, like if any of you has already thought about this. Like, I know I talked with a few of you, such as Angie and maybe even Mel. Like, if you do have a topic, or um, if you do have, sorry, if you do have the topic your self-paced course is going to be about, then things are going to be much easier to create. So let me check the comments. Yeah, I'm trying not to be all in theory about this today. So, okay. So having in mind, like, let's say we have our niche. My niche, I'm going to give you my example. Like, I teach mostly Chinese students online, age 4 to 12, and I'm very good at teaching, at building their self confidence into speaking. I prefer beginner learners that can read, like, have like phonemic awareness and everything. And yeah, that's my kind of niche, if you can say so. So for my self-paced course, I could build, maybe speaking practice, independent speaking practice course, right? To prompt my students to speak more. So that would be my topic. And maybe I will kind of connect the topic to the curriculum we are working on. Because I'm using Abridge Academy, I would probably base my self-paced course on the Abridge Academy curriculum structure. It has 4 levels, and each level, let's say I'm working with a beginner student, to go very specific about it. And we are learning about toys and body parts and um, weather, like basic vocabulary and sentence structure, right? So the learning objectives of my course, what I'm going to be offering to parents to purchase actually, would be SMART. So they have to be specific. Remember, we talked about that earlier. If somebody is not familiar with that concept, make sure the learning objectives are SMART. So that means you have to think about the duration of the course, what the student will achieve in that time period if they, um, take the course as suggested. Like, maybe you can even create a learning path, like take this course maybe every day, 15 minutes a day, or one activity a day. It's up to you, as a recommendation for the best effects. And then go from there, like set up the learning objectives very specifically. In my case, it would be like, after the at the end of this journey, the student will be able to speak in full sentences using basic sentence structure covering the course, and apply that knowledge outside of the classroom. And I would achieve that by adding some assignments, to record a child speaking to a parent, for example, or the child itself doing some tests that include speaking activities, so I can review later. I hope this makes sense. Like, it sounds much more specific than just talking about, the learning objectives or whatnot. But think about yourself. Like, what could that be for you? Maybe you are not an ESL teacher at all, but you still know, if you start from your expertise and you know what you can deliver, put that as learning objectives. The target, and then identify the target audience. We talked about that before. Those can be your current students, or maybe their friends and family members, or completely new leads. So in that case, you'll also have to think about if your self-paced course is going to be serving you to gather new leads. In that case, you will be, it would be much more focused on the learning objectives than the content itself. Like, it doesn't have to be a fully developed self-paced course, but a mini course to just attract attention and to, draw traffic to your actual offer, to just give them a taste of what you will be offering, right? Let's see. I hope this makes sense for now. Yeah. So in this sense, it's important to understand who your ideal students are and what their needs are. I'm sure, like, even if, yeah, probably if you do have any teaching experience, you can tell what you're good at, like which part of teaching you are best at doing, maybe, or what types of students end up being your students, right? I'm sure there will be a pattern arising. Like, normally, like, some teachers notice, like me, I notice that shy students end up being my long-term students. And because I love to open them up, I'm soft, my teaching style matches them and their energy well. um, and yes, so I can tell I would do well if I do offer that kind of, low pressure, self-paced learning atmosphere for the students to express themselves, in their own time, in their own way, following the course itself. Also what their needs are, their preferences, their learning goals. You can have those in mind as well, right? Um, when it comes to the course outline, it's going to be highly dependent on the topic you choose. As mentioned before, if my course is going to be all about, improving students' speaking skills while, learning independently, then my course outline is going to be following the curriculum I'm using for sure, because I want to empower their speaking, right, skills. I don't want to focus much on adding vocabulary, growing their vocabulary bank. I do want them to have some kind of support outside of class, and be familiar with the vocabulary I'm expecting them to be using, in the speaking practices, in the self paced speaking course. So, but my content, the course content, will be all about prompting them to speak much more, right? And the learning activities will kind of naturally follow. They will have audio embedded, or even a video required for student to make, or I would make videos for them to role play at home and so on. Let me stop just briefly here. Noku says, I mainly specialize in business English. Cool. So you do teach adults, right? And you do know their needs well. And it's nice that you already have a niche, which is not always the case. So that's a great advantage, into, having actually your starting point already. Then you would think about the platform you want your course to be hosted in and offered to your students, and then maybe get into, building the gathering all the material you have created already and putting it into a course structure, right? Okay, I would just go straight into the practical part. Wow, we're already 25 minutes in. Sorry for the ramble a little bit. But what would be the top tips in creating a self-paced course? Like, think about the built-in opportunities for engagement, meaning leave space for the student to comment on the activity, or to leave feedback, or to give any kind of, uh, yeah, it doesn't have to be homework, but to have to respond, yeah, to be responsive and engaged during the learning itself. Like, there are some tools that we're going to look into in a second that provide you to create interactive videos. So maybe they would be watching a 5 minute or 3 minute video, and after every 20-30 seconds the video would stop and they will have to respond, and then you as a teacher, as a course creator, would get their response and see if they were correct or not. So in that way, like, keep their attention span and keep their attention live, and keep them engaged during the course itself, so they don't feel like, they're gonna fall asleep, or just they don't get a full advantage of it. If you do create lots of videos in your course, such as maybe you want to create ready-made classes, or just tips into learning, maybe in business English with business English clients, make sure to keep videos short and concise, again, because of the focus. Students nowadays have, everything is about short form videos and everything, to be much more effective. Make sure to add and provide supplementary materials like printables. Um, Always aim to create short courses, because they're way better than mega courses, and there is more chance that the student is going to actually finish it and then reach out for more, right? And leave feedback. And make sure you can provide feedback and your teacher or tutor support to them. Okay, so some of the tech tools I recommend, based on my insight and talks with teacher community, especially the creators, is when it comes to creating videos. A great tool you can use is Wave Video. It has a free version, and this is the one I'm actually using to for our live webinars. But I do have the paid version, but still, head over to their website, which I'm going to share in a second. So the website is just wave.video. Let me put it in a comment here. And they do have a free plan. Let me just show you around briefly. Um, Let me share that screen. And with what's good about Wave Video is you can also create short promotional videos for your course. So not just the course content, but you can actually create, shorts or reels, popular in some platforms. But these are like the videos can be formatted automatically, so you don't have to worry about if this video is going to be suitable for Facebook or for Instagram or YouTube. You can just click because there are tons of templates. Let me just share that screen. Okay, just a moment to show you around. So when it comes to creating videos, I highly recommend this one. And what's also good, you can use different tools like AI translation. Meaning, if your target audience is in China, maybe you would like to promote in Chinese social media, but in their own language, which is really good. I hope you can see. Let me just stop sharing the genially and share wave video just to make sure you can see it. Oh, you can't. Oh, thank God. I checked. I usually don't check, so we're good. Okay, now you see. Please let me know if you can actually see it. So Wave Video is super easy. If you are interested into learning how it actually works and what you can do with it, just let me know in the comments. No matter if you're watching right now or after the live webinar, I will be more than happy to throw another webinar talking specifically and more in depth about Wave Video because I love it. So here you can actually create short videos. You can create different videos in languages. You can actually import text. For example, if you don't want to record yourself, like I don't enjoy, creating video material for my courses. So I would just write a short script and put it into Wave Video and then just pick a voice because there's tons of AI voices which sound pretty good. If you're familiar with SuperTeacher, you will see like lots of student guides and teacher guides and trainings, and many of them do have Wave Video voices. um, and yes, let's check their pricing. They do have a free plan for you to just start using, and maybe there is a limit to 15 minutes. And you do have the Wave Video kind of watermark, but that's okay. You can still do a lot with it. And you do get access to 2 million assets and templates. So whatever you want to create with it, just give it a try. I highly recommend it. And let me know if you are interested into learning how to actually use it step by step. Okay, so here you see the templates, for example. So you have social media templates for YouTube video, Facebook, Instagram, cover image, reels and stories, anything that is going to be important into selling your self-paced course, right? Okay. But again, if you just need video creating software that's easy to use and for videos easy to edit, again, Wave Video is a way to go. These are just like more advanced, like it's more inclusive and comprehensive because it has tons of options I already mentioned. Let me see. Oh, Angie can see it. Awesome, Angie. Let me know what you think if it sounds interesting. And also, you can share about how you normally create videos, like, and if you do need support into creating videos for your self-paced course. When it comes to PDFs, it's always better if you create interactive PDFs. And my top choice in that is Top Worksheets. And I'm going to show you how it works in a second. So basically, you go to topworksheets.com And the beauty of it is there's also a free plan. So everything we talk about today is going to have a free plan for you to explore and to create high quality resources. So top worksheets, let's go to my account. Here you can actually create drag and drop activities, type in, fill in the form activities, and just download them, and they will work and they will be interactive. They will keep all the interactivity, for example. Or if you already have some worksheets you have been using with your students, but they're just like black and white and whatnot, they're not interactive, you can just upload a PDF in their visual editor here and then make it interactive. Maybe it would be good to show you how it works if you find this useful. I hope it makes sense to go through it. And then like we'll just check a few more tools. I my top digital creation tools, and that I think are enough to create a good, well, like when it comes to quality of your self-paced course, right? That you can use. Okay, so let's see. Let's create a worksheet. You can choose font family, the size. Let's say font color is gonna be maybe blue to match my course. Okay, custom backgrounds are a paid feature, but still, it's just enough. You can select a logo, you can add a logo if you do have a company. Let's see, speaking. Oh, maybe this would be like matching game. Match the words with pictures. And then as a content, look what you can do with it. Like you can have the student provide you with a written answer, drop down multiple choice, match. Let's do a matching one. They can fill on an image. You can add an interactive video where they have to provide a reply to continue to watch and so on. It's really cool. I love it. They can even draw. This one is really good, speech to text. Oh, they can give you a voice answer. This is something I would need, right, in my speaking course, most definitely. But for now, let's stick to the match one. And here you can add a media, for example, an image. Let's see if I have something in my gallery. Um, okay, browse files. Maybe, let's see, sorry. Um, okay, maybe, hmm, game. Okay, anything, like any sample image would work just to show you how interactive it is. And compared to WordWall, which is the other one we're going to look into just briefly as a recommendation, on WordWall you can also create PDF worksheets, but they're not that interactive. Like you can create crossword games, math activities, which is really interesting, but they're just not that interactive. Maybe this is going to be okay. This should be a matching activity, right? I didn't do perfectly well. Okay, matching pairs. Um, okay, sorry. Okay, let's try this. Let's see what we will end up with. Um, maybe circle all the cats. Okay, let's see what. Okay, so that was actually the question zone. And now we will have pairs. Like, okay, let's see. Let's add. Hmm. Okay, I'm just gonna take a few screenshots and then add them here. Just bear with me for a second. Okay, so we have brown cat on one end, and here maybe just the word cat. Okay, let's save and let's try to preview. Okay, English, English, maybe it's not connectives, but never mind, just to make it work so I can show you. Okay, let's preview. Matching game. Okay, here it is. Okay, da da da. So now you see the interactivity. I hope you can see me dragging. Can you see me dragging across? Oh, you can't. Okay, I will share this one now. Okay, share this tab instead. Sorry about this. Okay, okay, here we go. So now I think you can see the right video. Yes, so here is our game, the worksheet we just made. You remember, like, this is the topic and the task, and then there's the activity. So the student can simply drag. Let me see if you can actually see what I'm doing. Yeah, you can. Okay, cool. Thank you, Angie, for confirming. And so on. So you can build very interactive activities using top worksheets, and you can just either download or embed them, which is even better, because that way you keep all access of the actual resource for yourself, and the student can play online. The way to embed content is any kind of content, being a video you host maybe on your Google Drive or your iCloud, or if it's a worksheet, any type of material or content you create, there is always an embed button. So let's see where it is here. Should be share. Okay, this is share on social network. If I go to my account, I will see all my worksheets, the worksheets I created. So this is the one we just created, right? The matching game. I'm going to click on it and then, okay, here it is. More actions. Embed in my website. So this is the safest way, no matter if you're using SuperTeacher to host your self-paced course or any other platform, just make sure, I always recommend like embedding things instead of uploading things, because once you upload things you share your own material. It's not just hosted on your own computer or cloud or anywhere, maybe Drive. But yeah, except like if you do want your students to be able to download something so they can you know draw or write by hand, then you would just download and upload it into a learning management platform. So in this case, on top worksheets, you just click embed in my website and you copy. There is usually a button that says copy the code. And I will show you how to add this into SuperTeacher course builder in a minute. I will just copy and paste this to save it for now. So this is our interactive PDF, right? We just created for my uh, maybe speaking course as a sample. Hope this makes sense. Do let me know if you have any questions, if this if this makes sense to you, or if you want us to explore anything further while we're in the top worksheets. I really recommend it because it can be super interactive. Do give it a try. um, for video creation, we did mention wave video. For lesson material, maybe if you're using Abridge Academy or any other super interactive curriculum, maybe not any other, but maybe Brenda's like interactive stories. Both Katie and Brenda are using the Genially. This is a web-based app you can use to create actual lesson material, and it also has a free version. I'm just gonna share the link to it. And compared to, for example, PowerPoint, it's way more powerful because it's just more interactive and uh, kind of modern. You have lots of templates. Yes, sorry. Angie has a question and she says, so the videos and worksheets are stored on this website. Yeah, that's the beauty of it. Like everything you create, be it in Wave Video or Top Worksheets or Genially, it's all hosted on their websites. You just grab the embed link, the code, the part of the piece of the code we just looked into, this one that says embed in my website, and this is all you need. So it stays on under your account. It's on your account. Only you have access to the resource itself, but you're just kind of sharing it and you're embedding it into another platform to sell your courses. It can be teacher pays teachers or anything like SuperTeacher has the self-paced courses and course builder option, right? Genially is the same. I hope this answers your question, Angie. Please do let me know if it makes sense. Awesome. So that's how you would. So we just grab the top worksheets, interactive PDF for our course. Now let's say I created an introduction welcome video for my student, and I greeted them, and then I said like in this interactive PDF match the greetings maybe. So I would add a picture and an audio. They have to listen, or I would add you know, an audio button for them to speak aloud and answer, to kind of prompt them depending on my course topic, right? Yes, it makes sense, right, Angie? So that way, so when it comes to self-paced courses, number one rule you want to take care of is keep your content safe. And that means host it on your own, either device, cloud, or platform you choose to create on, such as Top Worksheets, Genially, WordWall, and then embed it into a kind of course builder you want to use to sell and to put it together, to put your resources together in a course form, right? And always stick to what you're already familiar with. I know, Angie, you just recently started using WordWall, which we're going to look into in a second. So if it works for you, even for creating PDFs, just stick to it. This is just an option that I love and I'm going to be using in my courses because it's super interactive. Okay, back to the tech tools for creating course content. We looked into Wave Video, Top Worksheets. The next one would be WordWall. WordWall is amazing for both adults and kids, and I love using it. Um, and the beauty of it is it's actually full of templates you can kind of just use, add simple vocabulary words or audio, any kind of content you need, and it will put it together for you, so you don't have to actually design anything like in Top Worksheets, but you can just add the content itself and it will put it into a template. Wordwall also has a free version, so let's check their website. uh, Price plans, maybe they're going to be different for you because I come from a country where the prices are super good. But the free plan, in the free plan, you can create up to 5 activities and you get 18 standard templates. And let's see other. So these are the templates. Let me see if you can actually see my screen. You can. Awesome. So you can create quizzes, speaking cards, flashcards, find a match, complete the sentence, spin the wheel, open the box, blah, blah, blah. Lots, spell the word, true or false, whack-a-mole. All the templates, all of these templates are included in the free plan. The thing is, you can create up to 5 activities, but maybe for your first self-paced course, that's going to be enough, right? It depends on your course structure. When it comes to your course structure, make sure to have devote equal amount of learning time to listening, maybe reading, speaking, and then having some kind of more interactive practice. So if I would if I was on a free plan with WordWall, I would just create 5 sections in my course, and every section in the end would have an interactive activity to finish, kind of yeah, finish the whole section maybe of the course. The beauty of WordWall is also that you can set up tracking your students' performance. So that means the way they do in the game you create, it will show up in your email once you log in and set up your profile. So you can enable that option to track their progress. Let me show you one WordWall activity, maybe. Let's see. Feelings. Okay. Let's do this one maybe, where the student has to look. This is a good speaking practice as well. I would instruct, definitely do something like this and tell the parent, like, have the student read the sentence, fill in the blank, like he is so you see they can click. The moment they click, the response is kind of marked, and I can see it as a teacher later on. To make it even more fun, you can they can also change the template and pick the one the student prefers. So it's very nice for kids, but also adults. Give it a try. Katie says, I love WordWall. Same. Let me put the link in the chat box if I haven't. Yeah, I haven't. Just a second. So it's wordwall.net, and it does have a free plan. It's amazing. And let me show you how to actually embed an activity, how to find the embed code, right? So I'm going to log in. If I remember my password. Okay, let's see. Oh, I hope it's this one. Okay, it didn't work. Okay, I'm just gonna open one I have already created. Okay, just a second. Okay. I'm just gonna grab one I find here. But yeah, make sure it's your activity, like the one you have created, and you will have the share button here. At the bottom right, usually, there will be a share button. Let me see if you can see my screen. Yeah, you can see it, right? So if you click the share button, it's going to give you these options. This is the sign for the embed code. You see these two brackets with a slash in between. So to embed it, just click embed on your website, as usually iframe is a default. I would just leave this as default. Copy, and ta-da, you just got your WordWall game embed code. You can just paste into the course builder. So I'm just going to put it in a document, and in the end, very soon we will see the end result. So I got the PDF one. So this will be a WordWall game code. Okay. And let's see if we have any comments. Okay, so far so good. Let's see for editing images, creating kind of maybe the visual part of your course. I highly recommend Canva. It also has a free plan, and it's good enough for you to be using it. Again, if you do want us to talk and learn more about any of today's tools, do let me know in the comments, or at support@SuperTeacher.net, so we can look into it and prepare for a separate webinar, because there is a lot to learn, but there are some basics, of course, not to be overwhelmed. So what Canva does for you is it allows you to create all the visuals you need, like edit images, basically. Let me share their website. Again, they do have a free plan. Sorry for this a little bit slower loading time. Okay, here. So what you can design, you can even design documents, presentations, social media, posters, banners, anything you need. You can even make videos with Canva. I don't use it for creating videos though, because I like with video already, and so on. So, and you can, it also has lots of templates depending on the social media platform you're going to be using. But when we talk about self-paced courses, you can normally create a, like you should create a landscape format, maybe like this one, 16 9, or some standard landscape mode for your students to be able to watch. Or you can just create backgrounds for your content, maybe worksheets or anything else you need. Okay, just wanted to mention it. Angie says you can embed things as part of self-paced and regular classes. Am I correct? What do you mean regular classes? You can embed things as part of self-paced and regular classes. If you mean about subscription-based programs you can create on SuperTeacher, then yes, you can most definitely add some kind of self-paced material in there as well, for sure. And the last tool I would recommend, like, because it's really cool, is SuperTeacher, to use it as your landing page. Like, you can have your teacher profile for free, you can register for free, and then create a self-paced course and just use SuperTeacher to market yourself. Um, and let's look into it real briefly, like how you can actually put all of these together and create an actual self-paced course. So the hardest thing about self-paced courses, I think, is uh, choosing the right topic based on the market research you do and based on your expertise. So it can be something unique and needed for your um, target audience, right? In my case, we talked about like self-paced speaking practice, where I would most definitely involve students' parents to kind of be part of the course for role plays and assignments. I would add, um, but for you, yeah, yeah, that's what you meant, Angie. Awesome. Yes, you can do that most definitely. Like, that's the other way you can use self-paced courses for, is to add value to your ongoing regular class offer, right? And with SuperTeacher, you can create an additional kind of resource library or a subscription program where you can offer the self-paced course itself. Okay, let me show you how it works on SuperTeacher. I'm going to share the tab. I'm logged into a demo account, a SuperTeacher demo account. And for those of you who are not familiar with SuperTeacher, you can offer one-on-one classes, group classes. You can sell class packages, and you can offer self-paced courses and subscription programs. Today, we're gonna take a look into our course builder. So when you first register, this is all gonna be blank, of course, and there is a blue button that says Add a Course. First, you can decide if it's gonna be paid or free. If your self-paced course is free, then you can use it as a good lead magnet to offer to some future clients or to self-market, right? Or if you already have clients interested and you already did some kind of promo, then you can offer it as paid, of course. Let's say this one is going to be paid, and it's going to be speaking practice. Um, Maybe speak independently. Yeah, that sounds good. Maybe this course is gonna have like five sections we mentioned before. So I'm expecting, like, maybe it's gonna be a 5-week course. So I'm not sure about the price yet, but maybe it will be like $99. Um, and then it's gonna be ESL. Remember, I'm learning Language Academy, so it's gonna follow the curriculum. But here you can, on SuperTeacher, you can set it up however you want, whatever category you add. And it's going to be for maybe starters, and it's going to be a one-time purchase course. And I want this course maybe to be hybrid, because at the end of the course, I want the student to be able to book a session with me and show me what they have learned. Or maybe it could be a live assessment. So let's say they will have maybe 2 classes. One will offer them the opportunity to show what they learned, and the other one maybe to kind of give them feedback and improve on the incorporate feedback from the first session. The intro video would definitely be something I created with Wave Video. Maybe it can just be a welcome, uh, yeah, a welcome video to parents, maybe. And maybe I will include, like, if my students are Chinese, Wave Video can definitely add caps lock in any language I ask it to, or maybe just audio top of me, like, or maybe after I say something, following in the language of my students, to make it easier. Course image. I'm just gonna grab something because I haven't prepared. Maybe this one. Okay. Let me check the comments in the meantime. Okay, we seem to be good. And it makes things very much easier on how to go through the actual creation process. Once you pick the platform, you're going to be hosting your course on. Because on SuperTeacher, you will be guided step by step. You see there are like 3 or 4 stages. Like, you set up the basic info, such as the course topic, the price, and the image and intro video for marketing purposes. Then you will add course goals or the learning outcomes you promise to your students to market yourself. And then you get into the adding the actual structure and the content. Okay, I obviously picked a long video. Okay, in the meantime, we'll check this section where you can welcome your students and say, for example, welcome to my Speak Independently self-paced course. Even here, I can give some recommendations. I can say, like, this course consists of 5 modules, and each module has maybe listening, reading, writing, oh, sorry, and speaking practice, plus a little interactive assignment. And you can just describe it in even more detail here. Okay, don't mind the typos. Okay, it's uploaded. Once I click and go to the next step, here is where you set up the learning goals, which is really important, which are really important, especially when it comes to, students looking into your course and deciding if this course is going to be for them. So at the end of this journey, you will be able to speak independently and confidently using the key sentence structures and vocabulary, maybe. And maybe apply your knowledge into active conversation. Who should join in? Beginner, learners, struggling to speak English in maybe full sentences, or students, even more specific, age 4 to 8, who shy away from having a conversation. Like, go as specific as you can. The more specific you go, the better the outcome and the better student base you're going to be attracting. You can just niche down however you want, right? What will you need to know or do before joining in? This is merely for parents. In my case, I would say know how to use your device properly. Maybe that's a little bit rude, but yeah, maybe have a microphone to record and upload assignments. You get the picture. And maybe set aside some time to support your child. That would be important for my course. And participate actively in the course activities. Let's see if we have any comments at this point. Oh, hi. Hi, Noko. Thank you. I have you off to lesson. I will watch the recording. Thank you. Sorry it took a little bit longer. Like I was planning for an hour, but yeah, we're almost there. And okay, I think this would be enough for my audience to recognize if this course is going to be for them or not. And here is the actual course structure part. So on SuperTeacher, you can add sections. Remember, I wanted to have 5 sections because I just decided so for the sake of this purpose. Like we can create 5 word wall games, right? So the first one is going to be greetings. I'm going to skip this. Sort of by appearance means this section I want to be first. Under this section, now I can add different kind of learning material. So let's say the first one is going to be a video or maybe a hello song. It's going to be number 1. And here on SuperTeacher, you see what you can do. You can upload videos, you can upload audios, PDFs, or you can just add, this is not just for Genially, but any kind of iframe. Remember what we mentioned before, embedding stuff. This is my top recommendation. Just keep embedding things because that way, even I, behind SuperTeacher or anybody behind any platform you decide to host your self-paced course on, won't have direct access to your resources, only to the embedded content, right? Which you can lock or you can remove anytime, right? So let's say here we need a video. I'm just gonna grab a SuperTeacher video link. Oh, and let me show you how to actually embed a YouTube video. Just make sure it's your own or you have the permission to embed it as part of your course. Let me share my YouTube screen now. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to SuperTeacher, please do so. It means a lot, and that way you will stay tuned into all our upcoming events, and get access to tons of super cool resources. So let's say I want this one, maybe SuperTeacher classroom integration. Let's say Koala Go. This is just for the purposes of this demo. So when you go to the video itself, let's say you upload your own hello video of your student, you can upload it on YouTube and list it as unlisted. Like once you're uploading it, YouTube will ask you, do you want this video to be public or private? And if you set it to be private, then the video is only going to be accessible to your students who actually gain access by purchasing your course or subscribing to it. And it's again free, right, to host your videos on YouTube. So under every YouTube video, there is a share button. You just look for it. Let me check if you see my screen. Yes, you do. Good. So click share. And again, look for this 2 double bracket sign. That always means embed. Click on it. And here's the code. Usually you don't have to even select. There's going to be a copy button. And this is what we need for our current course, right? To continue adding content to our course. So let's say this video is going to be 90 seconds. And here is the pasted content, right? I'm just going to do some little editing for the purposes of my course, but basically you just need to paste the content. Okay, so now we got the hello song, right? After that, I want my student to do let's say the worksheet, the interactive worksheet, or there would be another video. So if I prepare the video on Wave video, I'm gonna embed it from Wave video, right? Same, the process is the same. At this point, I want them to do a worksheet, like match the pairs It's going to be the second activity. So I put number 2. Again, I will just add my top worksheets. Remember the one we copied before? My interactive PDF. I'm just going to copy and paste that code from my document. Da-da-da. And I will say, like, maybe they will need 5 minutes to do that. So 30 seconds. On SuperTeacher, this is in seconds for now. We can use more kind of user friendly, and click hit submit. That's all you have to do. So the hard part was you creating the resources, but the good thing is you might already have tons of teaching resources you want to put together as a course, right? If not, you do have a list of recommendations we talked about regarding videos and PDFs and everything you need as software to create a good um, effective and interactive course that's going to sell, right? And let's say in the end we want to add an interactive game, a word wall activity. So maybe like um, your turn. And so this game will be all about them speaking and word wall tracking their progress and letting me know. Again, I'm just going to hit the iframe button, go back to my, I just opened a simple Word document where I put all these codes. This one is called the Word Wall Game Module 1. So just make sure to put the codes together so it's easier. Paste, and maybe they will need like 10 minutes to finish it. Or I don't know. It can work, right? Okay, let me see. Okay, I want this to be a little bit bigger, but never mind. You don't have to edit anything. And that's it. I just made my first module. If I want to create another one, I will click on Add Section and follow my average curriculum. Maybe the next section will be maybe colors and shapes. I want it to be module 2. So you see it goes below, like now I have greetings, colors and shapes, and the principle is the same. So the principle is the same, like the flow is the same. I will just add material as I go after I created it. Once you finish, you just hit continue, and you can, on SuperTeacher, you can even create a coupon. Let's say this is going to be maybe self-paced. This is just the name of the coupon. The coupon code is something you share with the parents. Okay, because we talk about Age Academy, I'm gonna put this on. Katie is the best. Okay. Maximum number of people who can use the coupon, I'm gonna say 10 or maybe 100. Why not? Why limit to 10 people? Depending on what I want to achieve, right? Back to the basics. Why do you need this self-paced course for, and what it should provide you with? More students, more sales, more traffic, more leads, whoever you want. The coupon start date can be today, and maybe it's going to be by the end of the month, however you project, and maybe it's going to be 10% off. And now we have a finished course. So let's check how it looks. I hope you're still with me. Okay, if not, don't worry. I'm sure you're gonna enjoy watching the replay. Okay, so let's look. So this is what you get with SuperTeacher. How much time did it take? So the majority of energy will go into defining the self-paced course topic, matching it very well with your niche or with your expertise, and then think about yeah, that's basically it to begin with, and then create the content itself and have SuperTeacher help you structure things and just follow the flow. So here is how it looks. This is the intro video we uploaded, remember. um, Here they can see it's for ESL students. This is my demo teacher name. They can see I already have some nice feedback. Um, they can see the learning outcomes here. Remember, we said at the end of this journey, you will be able to speak independently and confidently using the key sentence structures and vocabulary and apply your knowledge into active conversation, right? Who should join in? beginner learnings. Maybe your regular students are more advanced, but if you tell them like, "Oh, I just created a self-paced course," if you do have a friend or family member or classmate who struggles speaking actively, and it's at the basic level, just share this link with them. Let me check if you're actually. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Katie. Thanks, Angie. You are still there. Good. Good to know. Uh, okay, I'm so glad and relieved. Okay, and here it says students age 4 to 8, right? What will you need to know or do before joining? This is especially important if you do incorporate some kind of workshop activities or hands-on practice within your course. Like I know Angie's going to be offering knitting and maybe embroidery courses. So maybe parents or students will need to prepare, this knitting kit or sets and everything they need to take the course successfully, and then they can preview the course content, remember, and they don't have access to it. I do have because I'm logged in at the moment, but your students will have to purchase or subscribe in order to get access, but they can preview the structure like hello song, match the pairs, your turns. I'm just going to show you how it looks on my on students end once they purchase it. So this is how it looks in SuperTeacher. Very simple. Remember, we embedded a hello song, or I just picked a SuperTeacher YouTube video. Match the pairs. Here is the top worksheet activity. I really love it because it's really interactive. So here you see they can just interact, and you can just it's gonna save everything once they click finish. Da da da. Finish. And then you get the results. And they even can get scored, like here, 10 out of 10. Your turn, the word wall game to spice it up with and to test their knowledge. And that's it. And for added interactivity, maybe you would add like a whiteboard. You can embed a whiteboard at the end so they can leave a message to you. You can just log in and check the message. Yeah, that's another piece of software you could be using. They see the price here. Your students or clients can even gift the course, or they can just apply the coupon. You don't see it now because I'm logged in as a creator. Let me see if I can show you how to actually apply the coupon, and we will stop here. Let me know what you think. Do you think this is useful? And yeah, Katie says looks great. Thank you so much, Katie. I really appreciate it. I just wanted to show you the actual process. Like it shouldn't be that hard to do. In case you do have all the basics, remember the prerequisites set, like what you want to offer and who you want to offer it to. Okay, so now I'm logged in as a student, I think, or not. Am I? Oh, I just logged in again. Okay. Okay. Nevertheless, like, oh, okay, now I can purchase it actually. So SuperTeacher integrates with any kind of cards, payments, and WeChat Pay, meaning if you do have clients in China, they can purchase your courses successfully with no problem at all. They just need to enter their student name, and if they pay with WeChat, they just have to click on generate a QR code to pay, and easy as that. Also, with SuperTeacher, you can create as many courses as you need. There's no limits or anything, and they will show up on your teacher page, which is really nice for self-marketing. Maybe we can preview my demo teacher page because that's where you will find the course we just created, and we will stop there. Definitely. Okay, just let it load a little bit. So this is my teacher page. Remember, with SuperTeacher, you can offer one-on-one classes, group classes, subscription programs, and self-paced courses. If I click self-paced courses, other than student guides you see here, let's find the actual course we created. Okay, because this is my demo account. It has a lot. This is what I use to create our, teacher trainings and everything. Where is it? Speaking. Okay, if I don't want to search, I just want to type in speak. and it will filter. Okay, maybe this one. Was it this one? I think so. Oh, okay, another one. But that's how they can actually also access straight from your teacher page. So that means SuperTeacher is not a marketplace where everybody who creates something can see each other's resources. No, your page is private and only your clients can see the content you create. Okay, let's stop here. I'm sure I wanted to share a lot more. Angie says, thanks, this was great. Thank you so much, Angie. I really hope this was useful. Sorry for the a bit of rambling because I really wanted this to be more practical, and maybe just go back to our presentation to see. Yeah, yeah, that's about it. I think I'm gonna upload both the presentation and this video into a mini course on SuperTeacher as well, so you can access it anytime, and the recording will be available for the replay as well. Oh, Katie. Hi, Katie. Katie says, hi, I'm late. I had another training to attend, but excited to learn more. Thank you so much for tuning in, Katie. Yeah, we're going to stop here, but as soon as I finish the live stream, you can just watch the replay and let me know what you think after watching it. Thank you. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Hope this was useful, and I will see you next week.